here with more Dark Souls Remastered, and we're getting along, for the most part, fairly well in the Artorias DLC, surprisingly well. What's this? Summon sign. Summon sign. So, I've already killed 2 out of the 4 bosses in the expansion. Sanctuary Guardian, and of course there's more of him somewhere. And similar to the Taurus demons. And Artorias, the Abyss Walker, and he ended up being far easier than I expected. I mean, he starts off simple enough, flipping around and doing his sword, but then he gets more erratic in the second phase, and I don't know how I did it. Either I got good, or I over-leveled. And I killed him in the first round, which I did not. A few more ways to go down there, further into the deep dark of the abyss again, but before I do that, we got ourselves a dragon to slay. And the dragon in question is Kalameet. Tears, yep. Oh. Looks like she went away. Is that hair? Or the... it looks like the... I'm guessing that's the plume from Artorias' helmet. That little black thing right there. I don't know. So, So yeah, we gotta go slay Calamity Kalameet. However, before I go up and do that, I just remembered that there is a blue Titanite lab that I missed last time. I want to go back and see if I can get it. It's in the pond over there, apparently. So I want to make a quick swing back and then go meet Hawkeye Go. Excuse me, Goff. Yeah, you know how Smo is spelled with the, you know, O-U-G and H? Well, same spelling for Goff, but they spell it differently for whatever reason. And it's weird like that. How do I get back over there? Said there's a slab in the lake, so I want to go find it. And I need it. I want to get another weapon trophy. Okay, so these guys do not ignore me like I thought they would do. So much for 2 hits. You know, it'd be nice to actually move instead of getting nipped. All I want to do is just go to the pond back over there so I can get the slab that's supposed to be there. Last I checked, isn't there also a shortcut I can use? Could have sworn there was. Problem is, I cannot remember where it is. Through here, maybe? There's the valley that leads to the lake where Kalameet is. Wait.
Oh, you.
Didn't I kill you?
You have quite some nerve. Or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need?
He's grouchy because I defeated him last time.
Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. Believe it or not, Oolacile has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent.
Aye.
They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking?
A toothy serpent.
And I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
Kinda, yeah. Context. So, one of the primeval serpents is behind all this shit, and I have a feeling... I do not think it was Frampt. I think it was Koth, who I would have encountered in the Abyss when I fought the Four Kings had I not taken the Lord Vessel immediately to Frampt. That's who I think it was. And there seems... I don't know if all the primeval serpents are in cahoots with each other, or if they're actually... or if they differ in their own little personal ideas, but I do think that that both of them have their own bit of bullshit that they spew.
Well, you've quite the nerve.
So yeah. Koth kind of wants, Koth wants to do the whole bring in the Age of Dark, while Frampt is more or less, you know, they'll continue the Age of Fire or whatever. And they're both, like, in the background, kind of manipulating things. They're kind of like the devil, really. At least that's how I'm looking at it. Funny enough, we never actually hear of Frampt ever again after the first game. It's, I believe in 3, there's a cult dedicated to worshipping Koth. Frampt, I could be wrong, but I do not seem to recall, from what I looked up, Frampt seems to be like a one and done. And you actually see statues of the primordial serpents in the 3rd game. Okay, I dodged it, so... Okay, game, is it 2 stabs or 3? Make up your mind. Okay. Pond right there. said there was a chest there. There it is, in the bush. Slab. I needed that. Now I can fully level up another weapon and get another trophy. So that's all fine and dandy for me. Down that hill, I believe. So I should probably go kindle the nearest bonfire, which is right over here. Wait a minute, I just remembered. I need to go get my humanities back. Get it all back, and run away. Oh. That was a close one. Kindle. Did I get invaded? Because there's a white fog all of a sudden. Okay, the game just locked me out of there for some reason. That's why. He fancies himself a pyromancer, isn't he? on, really? He healed himself while as I attacked him. Come on. Seriously, I hit him as he was trying to heal and he survived it. What bullcrap. Either way, I got what I wanted. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Goff himself. Now I found the key, which took forever to do in that township down there. And I saw Kalameet pass by me as I approached the lake before, so I should be able to shoot him down. Now, why would Goff be locked up all the way up here? Huh. Looks like he's carving wood.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias.
Yup.
That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Blind, huh?
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At our twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. Me, there's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Huh.
Me, there's very little to be said. What good is... But I'm lucky...
Hold on a second. What is it? Okay. Sorry, that was Mom. Leaving for an errand. Well, it makes his carvings, I see. So what, do these give you gestures or something? Don't know, really. Oh, he sells green and large and normal. He doesn't sell red, though. Goff's great arrows. Well, he doesn't look like he can...
Farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
Okay, can I get him to shoot Kalameet?
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing thee duress?
Yes.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire.
Really?
I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Yup.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Alrighty then. How do you do it, big guy? Bow and arrow. A blind giant gonna shoot down a dragon like he's freaking Daredevil. Going down.
Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Yup. So, question. Does that really... if Kalameet is just minding his own business and not hurting anyone, and we attack him, doesn't that make us the bad guys?
Hello there. What of Kalameet? He is an ancient dragon. Skyward or no, he will not be put down easily. But
I mean, yeah, typically a black dragon is typically associated with, you know, evil. And he certainly looks the part. He looks like an unholy fusion of Red Eye's black dragon and Maleficent in her dragon form. Alrighty then. We got ourselves a true dragon to slay this time. Okay, where? I believe Kalameet is the only true dragon to kill in the game, if I recall. Well, in this game's universe anyway, because well, actually no, we did kill the gaping dragon, who was a descendant who had been corrupted. Frickin'... they look like Doberman dogs fused with a rat. Because their tails are shrunk, are hairless. Okay, so we got a tail to chop and a black dragon to kill along with it. could have swore I saw stuff. Huh. Chunky. Here he comes. Yellow and black fire, huh? What the? Got like a grab attack with his eye. That's weird. It's okay. I wasn't exactly serious on this one because I saw the stuff and I was like, screw it, get the stuff and get it over with. So yeah, that's kind of my fault. Yeah, that doesn't count because I wasn't serious. I was too distracted trying to get the stuff littering the floor. Still, I kind of got a bit of an understanding as to what he does. He can do a grab attack with that magic eye of his, so try best to try and avoid that. You know how in a lot of dragons in fiction, whether it be, you know, fantasy, or even anime, you see a lot of these designs from here, there, to Yu-Gi-Oh! To those fancy, those awesome statues and statuettes that people sculpt and sell. You know, you see a lot of these dragons, they got, like, orbs in their heads. Like, if you look at, say, Slifer the Sky Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! He's got a blue jewel in his head, as among all those other ones, and they don't really do anything with it. Well, Kalameet actually does use it. It can pick you up and drain the life out of you. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Okay, try that again. Tuh. Okay, he moves fast, and I got, and especially from when you face him from the front. I wonder if my magic shield is enough to stop his flame. Because I failed to get away from that before, and it killed me. I don't need this anymore. At least, not for a while. Should probably maybe go for... Grass Shield. That way I have stamina. I'm gonna have to switch on a dime, though. Too slow. I gotta get rid of something. I'm too slow. Yeah, it's, that fire breath of his is the problem. Problem is trying to get away from it. Other problem is that I have to deal with these stupid dogs again, every time. I gotta get him to, like, get his tail on the ground. Like, rear up or something. Because you saw that, right? He stood up when he did that one fire breath. I like how the fire breath is a mix of black and yellow. Gives it a rather evil tint look to it. problem is getting to him. He won't do it again. I tried to get out of the way of it the last time, and it hit me anyway. I have to, like, go for something else to chop the tail off. Dodging seems to help to an extent. I want to get the tail off. That's the one thing. That's what I want to do first before I officially kill him. Because I want his weapon. It's an ugly weapon, but a very good weapon from what I know of it. Am I missing his goddamn tail? Seriously, I have a high-reach weapon and it's not working. I leveled up the scythe specifically so as to get his to reach his tail, and it's not working. What the fuck? Oh yeah, scythe can reach into the air, doesn't hit his tail for whatever reason. Uh-huh. Sure it doesn't. Okay. Also, another tip I just learned. Do not go on his left, because he attacks left and he hits me. So I gotta go on his right instead. I may have to go with a lighter armor set, because I can't move in what I'm wearing. And it's a medium set. Okay, he hits right anyway. Okay, it stopped. Never mind, he hits on the right side anyway. I didn't even get a chance right there. Where's an insect glaive from Monster Hunter when I need one? Because he's not leaving his tail down when I want him to, and even when he does, he doesn't do it long enough. And despite the fact that I put on a weapon that should allow me to reach that tail of his, it didn't work. Like, not even a scratch. Just, like... You know what? Screw it. Why do I bother with the dogs? Never mind, they catch up to me anyway. This is bullshit. You know, I could at least reach the gaping dragon's tail. How come I can't reach him? Oh wait, it's because the gaping dragon is all squat as opposed to standing upright. I really hate when I press the button once and somehow does it again. seriously cannot move fast enough, and he doesn't leave his tail on the ground nearly enough for me to get a hit on it. And because the controls in the game are so fucking sensitive, like, I press the button once, and he presses it twice. Like, I'm not even trying to do it multiple times. I only mean to get one hit on the tail, so I don't stay there very long. And what does the game do? It's like, no, 2 strikes. And if you die, somehow it's your fault. And hell, even when I do it twice by accident, or 3, it's like, and I try to cancel it, and it's like, nope, does it anyway. You know, it's a rare thing that I ever go to and adjust sensitivity options in a game, but in this case, I really need it. And of course, it has to be the one game that doesn't allow it. How fucked up is that? Fuck off. I don't want to fight you. Why must they always put enemies next to boss fights? Doesn't stay long enough. Okay, that was a jump, not a roll. To put on something else. I'm too heavy. I can't move. What? He does not leave his tail on the ground long enough for me to get it. It's fucking stupid. I need to wear something lighter. His fire is not made of true fire, it's made of, magic. So, the magic resist, ring wraith armor is not gonna do anything. I don't want to wear the ugly mask, but I'm going to have to. I never thought I'd have to switch an armor set again after having done so at Ornstein and Snow, but here I go. He does left and right regardless of where I am anyway. Goes like double Joe from Monster Hunter, come to think of it. Come on, you idiot. You stupid dragon, go up. You won't do it. I'm trying to get him to go up and he refuses to do it. Oh, yeah. Wrong direction, idiot. He won't do it. I keep trying to get him to do either the grab or the fire attack where he rears up, and he refuses to do it. Instead, he just keeps circling around. Around like a puppy dog chasing his tail instead, when he's not supposed to do that. You know, I looked up the Obsidian Sword. It's super ridiculously powerful. And unlike the Black Knight Greatsword, it actually has low stat usage, meaning you can pretty much equip that thing on any class and you'd be perfectly fine, no problem. And it's and once fully upgraded, it completely eclipses the Black Knight Greatsword. It's ugly as sin, but you know what? It's an ugly, maybe an ugly weapon, but it's an ugly weapon with a ridiculously awesome ridiculously high level with ridiculously low usage. It's no wonder they made it so hard to get. Unfortunately, how they're making it hard to get is ridiculous in and of itself. I get it. Cut the tail off. Well, let me cut the... Well, I want to cut the tail off, but he's not allowing me to do it. I keep trying to get him to do the attacks I need him to do. And either he won't do it, or he just... Or it happens way too fast and I can't get to him. Okay, that's a ridiculous reach around. Yeah, it doesn't last very long. Oh yeah, the fire knocks me out for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I want to cut his tail. He doesn't stay up, and whenever he does rear up, he doesn't rear up, and whenever he does rear up, he lifts it right back up before I can do it, and it's pissing me off. Not to mention, his attacks are also ridiculous. Like, he reaches back just as I'm trying to get past him. And even when I think I found a weak flank to go by him, he goes and attacks me on that side anyway. So it's like, what the fuck do I do? And despite having what is supposed to be one of the best weapons to use against him to reach his tail, it can't seem to reach him regardless of what I do. So what the fuck, man? I really wish they didn't put fucking enemies in front of bosses. I mean, yeah, it's dogs. It's not the worst enemy in the world. I mean, compared to the Titanite demon in the Bed of Chaos, it comes out smelling like tulips. But do you want to do it every time? Hell no. And I think they're also very picky on where you cut the tail to. So it's like, and I refuse to do bows and arrows because you're forced to be still. Okay, getting it. Okay, how did he hit me there? He's too far away. How did he hit me there? Like, come on! I must have been like 30 feet away, but one little claw swipe somehow hits me. Like Ugh. It's the frick. It's like Smo all over again. I'm not even close, and somehow that claw swipe hit me. The fucking air hit me. Come on. You know what the worst part is? I got in like several hits on his tail, and it wasn't enough. And he still refuses. Well, he did it like a couple of times, but even then, it happens so fast, you don't have enough time to do it. I'm sure the fight is actually very good. And he has some cool moves. Problem is, they give you that extra little treat by cutting his tail, but they really want you to work for it, and it's like the amount of work they expect you to do it is like ludicrous, especially with how erratic he is. Imagine trying to cut Dark Eater Madir's tail off. I don't see anyone being able to do that, at least not me. I don't even know if they even give you a reward for doing that in Dark Souls 3, or even 2. In which case, what's the point? You might as well just hit everything else. Get him. Do that. I like that mono eye on his head. It kind of gives him an unnatural look to him. Come on, man. Son of a bitch. He didn't even give me a chance to move. Seriously. I go towards him from the rear up. He does not rear up. He just stands there, following me like a dog. Yeah, as far as I know, they don't give. I've looked around the wikis and I don't see any indication that cutting tails off dragons and monsters gives you any kind of benefit. I mean, sure, you can probably take a chunk of health off, but as far as new extra gear is concerned, I haven't really seen any indication of it. So far, it just seems to be the first Dark Souls that does it. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's the indication I'm seeing. Is it possible to summon somebody, an NPC? I gotta lure him to me instead of me going to him, because then he screws with me. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Why does he have that? His physical attacks are so ridiculous, man. I can't do anything. He won't do what I want him to do. It's stupid. I want his fucking tail. Why won't he not give it to me? Again, I'm sure the actual boss fight is good, but giving the tail is so stupid. He has ridiculous physical attacks that just clobber you even when you're not even near him. It's like Smo all over again. And it's pissing me off. Hey, you want the weapon? Do ya? Do ya? Do ya? Fuck you, you can't get it. Even though it was perfectly manageable. Honestly, the Bell Gargoyle did this much better. Because he moved around enough where if you weren't careful, you could lose the tail. But he still set it down to a point where you were still able to attain it. Kalameet, however, just keeps it off the ground the whole time, and unless you have a high enough weapon to do it, you're shit out of luck. And even then, that's barely enough. And even the few attacks that he has where he's supposed to put it on the ground, he's not doing it. Like, I've gotten him to do it a couple of times, but now he's like, fuck off, fuck you, I'm not doing it. It's like fighting game AI. You think you know what you're doing, but then the game just figures out how to read you, and you're helpless to do anything. Look at that, he does not stand still. He keeps turning around, and I can't get his tail as a result. See that? He does it again. I cannot reach his tail because he keeps turning. See that? I can't reach it either. So what gives? The best way for him to get close to me is just for him to do that dive that he does. missed it again. Come on, man. Oh yeah, ridiculous reach. Fire so I can. Couple more hits, hopefully. Okay, I think I'm reading him better. Except for that. Seriously, I'm trying to get close to him whenever he does the dragon breath, but he keeps reacting too fast, and I can't get to him, and I'm wasting health. And I can't avoid that stupid attack that he does. not doing the stand-up. He's supposed to do the stand-up and do either the eye or a fire breath, and he refuses to do it. It's pissing me the fuck off. Come on! It wasn't even that close. He's not even that close. What the fuck, man? Stomp around and use your tail already, you son of a bitch. He still won't do it. What the fuck? I get under him to rear him up. He doesn't do it. I get behind him for him to slam his tail. He doesn't do it. I try to flank him when he uses a fire breath. He hits me anyway. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I want his tough fucking tail, and he refuses to give it to me no matter what I do. Like, no matter what I do, he just does not do what he's supposed to do. And it's so fucking annoyingly frustrating. Also, what giant dragon boss from any game within the span of this game's release turns around like that? Like, you go behind the tail, you expect him to move more naturally of turning around so as to drag the tail around. Nope, he moves like in place, like something out of an N60, like he's from an N64 game instead. The physics are fucked. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck these dogs. Fuck off! You know, I really wish this greatsword had a better swing that goes up and down as opposed to these wide hits. The fucking greatsword of Artorias does that. How come this sword doesn't do it? Same. Yeah, this is better. How come the Black Knight sword doesn't do that? And fuck, it's under-leveled compared to the other one. Scythe, you know what? The scythe's too slow. I might as well use this. It's already doing more damage than the scythe ever did. Try to get out of the way, and where do I end up? Right in the middle of him. Bam, he crushes me. You know what? The whole taller, longer weapon reaches his tail is a fucking lie. It barely even does anything. I might as well just go with a faster, shorter weapon like this and get the tail. Just fuck that noise. Oh yeah, all that work that I put into that great site, and it's completely fucking useless. I really wish the Black Knight Greatsword was a vertical chop weapon like this. It's much more efficient than the wide sweep. Ugh, I'm getting angry again. I have not had to deal with a boss this frustrating since Ornstein and Smough. Like, at least with the Bed of Chaos, I expected it to be as bullshit as it was, hence why it wasn't fit to burst, but this is, so yeah, it's frustration again. Mostly because of broken physics and boss mechanics that make no sense to me. Okay, that hits me somehow, and I'm unable to move. Unable to move. Oh yeah, and it hits me anyway. Oh yeah, right in the perfect spot to hit the tail, and I choose to heal. He's inconsistent. He's so inconsistent. Like, I can't get him to do what I want him to do. Rear him up to go under him to rear him up. He doesn't do it. Go behind him to do a tail smash. He doesn't do it. Except for the 1% time where he decides to do it. And when you do try to go behind him, he just stands around there like dar, and wheels around like he's something out of the N64 days. I'm sure I'm making it look harder than it is, but don't blame me. Blame the game for making the tail so ridiculously hard to cut. I'm trying to do it the way the game wants me to do. But the game refuses to cooperate, so... what do I do? Ugh, this game is frustrating. Well, he certainly lives up to the moniker of his name, Calamity. Yeah, Calamity for my sanity. Oh yeah, instead of rearing up, he just goes into the sky every fucking time. Of course I miss. How does... seriously, if that's a tail swipe, then why does his feet cause damage? It makes no goddamn sense. He's not even 15 feet away, and somehow that swipe hits me. End up getting stomped. It's fucking physics attacks again. 10 feet away, somehow I get hit by the swipe even though I'm not even close to it. Yeah, very fun. Hey, this is the same game where walls block your swords, and even when you do an in-range stab, it sometimes doesn't hit. But when he does it, oh no, you gotta get cut by the fucking air and deal with it. Yeah, because that works perfectly well in physics. It's like friggin' Diablos, man. You think you're far away, but you get hit anyway. You know, now I think about it, yeah, it's painfully obvious they took the tail cutting from Monster Hunter. Yeah, they not only took that, they took the bad physics as well. Thought you reasonably dodged an attack that, that shouldn't be touching you, despite the fact that you're 20 feet away? Fuck you, get hit anyway. So yeah, they took two things from Monster Hunter alright. A good thing, and a bad thing. And the bad thing is, well, taking away from the good at this very moment. Ugh. All I want is the damn tail, and the game just will not give it to me. I don't know what to do. I go under him, he doesn't go up. Instead, he goes up and rains fire instead. He just circles around like a top and doesn't slam his tail down. What the fuck do I do? Oh, dodge right into him, and it doesn't, and he does that instead. I wasn't even near his foot, god damn it! The freaking footsteps from Xenojiva were more forgiving than this. Oh yeah, 2 feet away, bump, you get hit. Not even under the foot. Seriously, Xenojiva in Monster Hunter World was big, and his footsteps are far more, accurate in where they are. At the very least, you just, even if you're near them, at the very least, all you do is just get somewhat winded by the pressure. Here, lose health. Apparently hitting his head on the eye does massive damage, but I don't know. I don't know if that knocks him out or not. If anyone who's more of an expert at this game than I am, kindly give your tips, because I am fast. I've lost patience. I want the tail, but he won't give it to me, so I don't know what to do about it. He just circles around like an N64 character. He does not put the tail down. And of course that missed. But why wouldn't it? I want him to do a dive so I can dodge out of the way and get on his flank, but he's not doing that either. He just walks around. Here for some reason with a Titanite slab. Don't do double attack, you silly game. He recovers too quick when he does that attack, and I don't want him to catch me off guard. Never mind, he goes and does that attack anyway. even close, you stupid dragon. Why do you keep doing that? Not even close to him, and he keeps hitting me with that. What the fuck, man? About time he does that. Physics breaking attack. I can't hear you. Come on. I really wish there was a pause function in this game, but there isn't. Ugh. What? Mom, I can't pause the game. No, I can't. Sorry, people. Sorry about that, people. Shit just gets weirder and weirder. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna take a dinner break because my mom brought dinner home, and apologies for the slight shouting match. It's, you know, I can't hear her. I have the headphones on. It's like, what am I supposed to do? And also, From Software, because they're such fucking geniuses, they do not put a pause function in the game. Something which is as basic can be. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Neo mechanically does Dark Souls better in terms of basic game design. Like, hello, pause function? At least allow me to do that. But no, they don't give it. They put that in there because it's fucking broken-ass game design. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to get Kalameet's tail, but he refuses to cooperate, and I have no idea what to do to get it to break off. And from those sounds of things, the tail's also very picky to get off too, because it's like, I'm hitting the tail, but it seems they want me to be more to the middle of it, and it's like, why? He picks the tail up within like 2 seconds, so what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I'm gonna take a dinner break, and when I come back, we'll resume. Fucking bullshit. This is hard. This is not supposed to be as hard as it is. All for a fucking tail sword. Jeez.